This episode is brought to you by Individual Physical Therapy. With 3 locations in Westfield, Scotch Plains, and Long Hill, this amazing husband and wife team make it so easy for you to get better and stay healthy in 2024. Visit their website at individualpt.com to book an appointment today. Welcome to this Christmas episode of That Westfield podcast. Today we are joined by the Shovlins, Ron and Kara Shovlin. Welcome. Merry Christmas. How the hell are you guys?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's cool to be here in the studio on Christmas morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Totally
Thank you for being here. Definitely not a good time. This is fun. This is really cool. You guys have one of the coolest businesses I think I've ever experienced, and so I'm really pumped to talk about it. So tell everybody who you are, what you do, and how long you've been in business for.
Well, I'm Ron, and this is Kara. We've the mattress company has been around since '72.
Wow.
It was the mattress factory, and started working there when I was 13, and now we've taken ownership in 2007, 2008.
Cool.
And Kara handles most of the marketing and most of the money, or actually all the money.
All the money, for God's sake. To be clear, his family has owned it since 1980.
87.
Cool. And you guys decided why? Why did you decide to do this instead of something else?
Decide? I'm not sure there was really a decision. I started working there before we even owned it, and just worked there all through high school, college, and then it was just sort of expected, and it's been a great
Very
trip
cool.
most of the way.
Yeah. So the really cool thing about what you guys do is you're not just a store, a mattress store, which I thought for a really long time that you were. And I was like, oh, family-owned mattress store. That's really cool. When I went in there and I saw the back of your store and what you guys actually do and how you make all the mattresses there, I was like completely blown away. First of all, because it's just cool. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, ooh, something new and different. But the care and the quality of what you guys put together is really, really unique, I think. So tell us more about that.
So we actually manufacture, I think we're the last factory direct in the state of New Jersey, meaning that we manufacture and sell direct to the public. And years ago there were a lot, and they've just sort of all fizzled out. A lot of them were family run, and this next generation didn't want to come into it. But we pride ourselves because we're a family business, and most of our suppliers are family businesses. So, and most of them are from the tri-state area. So during the pandemic, for instance, I mean, when things were tough, they really, stepped up, and they cared about us more so than some of their big name customers.
Right. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Probably made it a lot easier to get those ups and downs when everyone's
Yeah.
like on the same page, on the same team.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
building relationships when you're a small business is super huge, as you know. I mean, that's can make or break you in a lot of circumstances,
Yeah,
and it
totally.
certainly helped us out during COVID for sure.
Very nice, very nice. So I just have to comment on this sweater that you're wearing, Mr. Shovlin.
Thank you. We like to have a little bit of fun. I don't take it personally.
Like I said, I was secretly hoping you'd show up dressed as a superhero because that's what all your ads have. By the way, I loved your last video. It was
Thank you.
a
Thank
long
you.
form commercial. It was really cool. How do you guys decide to do that? Do you script them yourselves? Do you have a team who does that stuff for you?
So a little bit of both. That particular video was inspired by the Dollar Shave Club. Have you ever heard of
Yes.
them? Oh my God, they're hilarious. We love their marketing, so they've inspired us quite a bit. We used to script all of our own stuff. We actually have a marketing company, the Zap Group now, who helps us out, and they scripted this last video, and I thought they did a fabulous job. It was so fun to make.
How long did it take to make that?
Only a few hours. Not too bad.
Just great actors, that's why.
We have a lot of talent.
Obviously,
a lot
yes.
of talent in the staff. Yeah. So everyone really, really performed like stellarly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll post the link to that because it's really funny. You shouldn't miss it. And my favorite ad, of course, is the one on Central Ave going under the overpass. Where what is it? What's the saying on there?
Well, it first said, stop sleeping around. And then it said, sleep on a Shovlin. And then it finally said, stop sleeping around, sleep on a Shovlin. So we like to have a little bit of fun.
Now is it
Now it's Wake Up Super. I think.
The holiday one
now. It's
now.
Wake Up. Then it was Wake Up Super, and then
Now it's the holiday one.
It's a holiday one, but
Fall asleep or something like that.
I know.
See, you gotta have fun with your business and the marketing. Like people get to like see who you are behind it. Hence this podcast, right?
Yes.
That's the whole point of doing this is so people get to know
Right.
the people behind it. Because I think some people are afraid to express themselves in their business for whatever reason. Like, and I get it. I've been there, right? You're afraid to say something. You're afraid people are going to take it out of context, or somebody's not going to find it as funny as you find it. Have you ever experienced something like that? Did you ever pull back on some sort of marketing campaign?
Oh, we did. You remember the Valentine's Day ad?
Yeah, well.
So some of our best ideas are thought up with a bottle of wine, maybe 2, and we come up with some really brilliant stuff. And this one particular time, the next morning we came down and it was on the kitchen counter when we both took a step back and we were like, oh,
need to modify it a little
maybe
bit.
Maybe not. It was
That's really funny.
Back in the day, if you guys have followed our ads, we had the feet. We did a bunch of feet ads. It was like families in bed with feet. And so it started with this one Valentine's Day ad, and it ended up we had the feet facing each other, but it started off with the feet in a different configuration. We thought it was hilarious, but then we decided maybe not this time. Maybe it's a little too much, right? We'll show it to you. Okay. We'll show it to you.
That's funny. No, it's really cool because so our motto here on the podcast is people buy shit from people that they like, right? And so if you're just a cool person and you get to show that in your business, it's going to make a huge impact on, everything, how people perceive you, how they interact with you when they step into your store. Like knowing that you guys are so fun and playful, when I walk in there, it's less stress. Like I've walked into other businesses, or especially when you're going to make a big purchase, right? You're just like, I don't know. Do I like these people? Do I want to give them $1,000 or $2,000 or $8,000? Because you guys have that really fancy mattress in there that I want to learn more about. So yeah, having it just be comfortable and like family owned, and you're going to have a great experience and have it be less stressful is super important. So
no one likes to buy mattresses. It's uncomfortable. You're laying there in front of somebody you don't know. So by personalizing the company, we kind of make it a little bit easier and friendlier and fun.
And on the flip side, it's mattresses, so it's ripe for all kinds of inappropriate marketing.
Totally.
So, we're a little edgy and a little off color sometimes. So we decided to embrace that and bring some of that.
Okay. So if I needed a new mattress, which I feel like people always need new mattresses, it's something that they probably put off buying for years, I'm assuming, if I had to guess, because we don't know much about them, right? We have no idea how to be educated about mattresses. So how do you guys help educate people on what they need?
So, it's not like a car where you can lift the hood and look at the engine, right? Or you can't go to Carfax. There's no mattress facts. So it's a blind item.
Good business idea.
Yeah. Right. So, right. So, but that's kind of what we do. We keep an eye on what's going on in the market. Then we also ask a lot of qualifying questions when guests come in, just because not everybody needs the same bed. There's not one mattress that fits all. And, some people have certain ailments that need to be addressed. So we kind of listen and then do our best to solve their problem. Mm-hmm. And keep it, again, comfortable. We don't give too many choices. So we've done a good job throughout the years kind of minimizing the number of choices and making sure that each mattress has a purpose.
Because there's a lot of stories out there, like in the mattress industry about, silk and titanium springs and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of, again, I think we call them stories. So we try to just educate and keep it as simple as possible.
Right.
While we use the best stuff that there is available in the industry. So we have that behind us as well. So.
Totally. I've seen it. I've literally seen it on the shelves, and it's like clean. And like I think when you picture like a mattress factory, you picture just like dusty, weird shit everywhere, and like it wasn't that whatsoever. And the machines are really cool. You said one of your machines is from like
it's really 60 years old. Yeah, it's
olden times.
The times of yore.
Olden days.
Those machines, if you take care of them, they hold up. And one of my employees been with me 42 years. So
what?
My factory manager's 22 years.
How old is he?
He's older than 42.
He's older than 42, yeah.
That's wild. That's really, really cool.
But, they all take pride in, what they do, their machines. So, that's...
Right. That's awesome.
They're home.
It's so exciting. So, like, what is it? Like, what's the new trend in mattresses right now? Like, what are most people used to sleeping on? Like, what's kind of the new standard for health and sleeping well?
Sure. So, the adjustable bases have become very popular, where you can elevate the head, the foot, because there's a lot of benefits to that. You can take the pressure off lower back. It helps with hiatal hernias. It helps with sleep apnea. There's just a number of
snoring, all kinds of stuff.
Why do we all get these problems? Actually,
right?
You could probably tell me.
That's a whole other story.
Right. So Kara's actually also into health and wellness, functional health and wellness, which is really, really cool. So what do you see with that background and that knowledge, people coming in with their health issues and looking for a mattress?
So many things, especially as we move into the future, people are becoming aware of so many health issues, and so many people seem to have health issues, right? So it's very interesting. I think I've been in fitness for 15 years, and health and wellness has always been a part of our business and how we sort of run things. And so I found it inspired me. We did a lot of learning about sleep and things like that. So it sort of started me down that process of like, okay, what are the other things that we can control and, use to influence our health? But yes, lots and lots of issues like sleep apnea, like reflux. And so things like like we have power bases at home.
I would kill to see your bed. It's probably like a spaceship.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yes, the power base is huge, and it's a huge game changer for a lot of people. I know it is for us because it's just super like comfortable and awesome, and then we fight over like, you know, what position it's in. It's a problem, but it's fun.
Well, especially since you're like 3 feet size difference.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
sure it's probably
but on the upside, you can actually get 2 separate bases so that people can do their own thing, which we haven't done yet. But
So people don't realize how important their sleep is. It's something you always hear, but until you've experienced the lack of sleep and what can happen to you long term. I mean, we all know about sleep apnea and how it can literally kill you. But even just tossing and turning several times a night over years and years and years, like I'm going through that right now. And it's like Lyme treatment, right? Like the viruses and the parasites are super active. So like it doesn't matter if I'm sleeping on a cloud. Like I'm still going to have that. But I think it's something to think about if you're struggling with sleeping. Yes, it's probably 80% your bed, but maybe there is some sort of health condition you might want to consider behind why you might not also be sleeping. And so here's this really awesome tool that can help you at least alleviate the nonsense as to why you're not sleeping because of your bed. Like get that thing checked off. At least you know you're sleeping in the right
I think
place.
sleep is like the first line of defense. Like when I work with a client, I'm like, let's start with sleep, because if sleep is not, you know, in line, then everything else can very easily be out of whack super quickly. But if you can get sleep sort of nailed down, then the rest of it you can sort of clear out the muddy waters a little bit and be like, okay, what else is going on?
Right.
So.
What a cool little niche you guys you have. Like as a health person, like I'm a health practitioner who's an expert in sleeping as well. Like, and I can make you a bed with my bare hands.
That's right.
Totally cool. So what's up with your kids? They're all grown and out of the house now. Is there any potential in them coming into the family biz?
There is. We've talked to them about it, and the plan is for them to graduate college, which our older one, Grayson, graduates this May.
Congrats.
And the plan is, thank you. That means he's coming back home. Kid, love you. But the goal is to go out and get a job for 2 years.
Cool.
To see what else is out there. I mean, they may find their dream job, or if they do decide to come into the family business, they actually can bring some of that knowledge.
Totally.
Figure out what kind of boss they want to be or not want to be.
That's very smart. I think a lot of people don't think about making their kids do that. And they're like, no, just come in, don't waste your time. Let's just get you rolling here. But that's super valuable.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it can be. You didn't get that opportunity necessarily. So.
No, it wasn't really discussed. It was just sort of assumed that I was coming into the business. Again, I mean, I graduated college, and 5 days later, I was working full time and really haven't stopped.
I'm going to pick your brain about that one. So, so it's been how many years? You said since 2007, 2008. So solid 15 being on your own. And how have you seen the industry change as far as like what's available out there and how people shop and buy beds?
Oh my God. So many ways.
One of the biggest disruptors was the bed in a box. You know,
the
where you order it online, it shows up in a box, you have to cut it open, and it pops open. So, yeah.
We have one of those. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell the truth. 'Cause we got a king size, and we didn't know what to do, and like we didn't know. We were overwhelmed by it. We're like, let's just get this for now. It's like $1,000. Like we'll figure it out later.
Right.
And it's terrible.
I mean, they have a
so
purpose.
much regret.
I mean, they do have a purpose, but you know, it's just it's not what we do. I mean, we stick with really mid-range to high-end. And so that was, when that first came out, that was something that we had to deal with, but then we just stuck with quality.
Right.
And, you know, people started getting rid of those beds and coming into us.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
I know, your stuff looks so good. You just like go in there and then, you just want to lay down. You want to touch everything, and you have like cool pillows and like accessories. So what else do you guys offer? I know you do like payment plans and stuff like that. So how do you make it easy for people to shop with you?
So yeah, I mean, we offer financing through Wells Fargo. You know, and we have had people, you know, pay over time. You know, it's really, we work with everybody because our goal is really to make sure that people are sleeping well. And if we can't make you happy, I don't want your money. I mean, it's really the way it is.
That's how business should be, right?
Yeah.
You know, you don't always get it right the first time. A mattress may be too hard, too soft, so we can pick it up, adjust it, get it back to them.
Cool.
So that is a nice thing that we can bring it back in, adjust it in the factory, whereas just going to a regular mattress store, obviously that's not an option. So they will tend to either charge you a restocking fee or tell you to throw it away, which is always very interesting.
Yeah,
that's a weird policy. We don't do that.
It's like, you spent so much money on a bed. No, toss it out and we'll give you a new one. It's like, why are you charging me so much for the bed if you could just easily throw it out?
Exactly. That is an excellent question.
Right. Interesting. That means the bed costs like $5 to make them. Right? Cool. So you can actually literally take the mattress that you just gave to me and either open it up or do something to it. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And oftentimes it's done the same day.
Wow. I think you were telling me that. You were telling me how like short a period of time it takes to actually make a mattress, because you guys obviously have it nailed down to a science now, but I thought it would take like weeks to make a mattress. I was mistaken, but that's really cool. That
you would do a flip and rotate where another trend in the mattress industry is one-sided mattresses, which were sort of advertised as being amazing. You don't have to flip it and all of these wonderful things. It's actually just half a mattress, and they charge more for it because of the convenience of not having to flip it. But they're also not super, they don't last very long and whatever. So
it doesn't make sense. Like, it's not
doesn't
logical,
make sense.
Right?
You flip it, it wears better, it lasts twice as long. So if our beds are too heavy for you to flip, we'll come out and flip it for you.
Really? That's so nice. You guys are great. Just like a whole like value and level of customer service that, again, doesn't always exist anymore, right? So I think whoever's doing that really, really well is going to always win long term. And so that's probably why you guys are still crushing it, right?
I hope so.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
So when I was there and I saw the backside, you were telling me about this crazy party that you had a couple of years back. What was it called? 50
Shades of Shovlin.
Around the time that 50 Shades of Grey was a big hit, I'm assuming, right?
Indeed.
So, I was not in attendance at this party, but you explained to me how you cleared out all the machines and everything in the back. And how many square feet is that? It's pretty big.
6,500 square feet.
Yeah, it's freaking huge. And you just moved all that shit out of there and threw a big
Well, she
party.
told me I had to. We're throwing this party. I didn't have a choice. I tried to fight. I tried to put it in the showroom. She said, no, we're doing it in the factory. It'll be better. It'll be cooler. But
So we had 3 parties, 3 years, in the year that the movies were released. Mm-hmm. So I can't remember, 15, 16, and 18 maybe. Anyway, the first one was called 50 Shades of Shovlin. It was a spoof on 50 Shades of Grey. And we had a movie that accompanied each party. And that first movie was Ron folding a fitted sheet in slow-mo with sexy music,
hidden
right?
talent.
Yes. And it was we were just kind of like messing around and thought it was fun and funny. Right. And we had a little party in the showroom with, a dirty photo booth and things like that. And it was actually kind of a big hit. So we thought, well, okay, we'll do it again then. So for the next movie came out, which was 50 Shades Darker, we did 50 Shades...
Delivered? That was the last one.
50 Shades Firmer. 50 Shades
Firmer.
That's right.
Oh my.
And that one was a movie of Ron making a mattress in slow-mo to sexy music. It was really, and I made those movies myself. They were so much fun to do. And then the third and final installation was 50 Shades Freed was the first, and so it was 50 Shades Delivered.
Okay.
So it was a video of Ron delivering a mattress in slow-mo to dirty
That's
music.
really funny.
So, and it was fun, so fun. And that
For
party,
you.
so each year we had a party where we, premiered the movie, and we had lots of fun. That one was the big year. We had exotic dancers. We had virtual reality. We had it was a ton of fun.
So you haven't done a party since, huh?
We have not.
No.
I say we bring it back in 2024, baby.
All right.
Want to do something
We'll
at home?
consider that. I think
50
it was a lot
Shades
of fun.
Return.
50 Shades Return.
No, we don't want that, because no one returns our mattresses.
Oh, yeah, right. No, we don't want to call it that.
No one returns our
50
mattresses.
Shades flipped.
50
There we go.
There you go.
Maybe you should do like a make your own mattress workshop.
Right, like a Build-A-Bear?
Could you imagine? It's still the same price, but you come in.
Right, but you do the work.
And we don't guarantee it.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. It's like the melting pot, right? You have to like make your own dinner. It's like $87, and you're like, I quite understand this one. It's a fondue pot. I'm putting my own shrimp and salmon in here, and it tastes like shit.
Because I'm a bad cook.
Well, because it's like, how do you be a fondue expert? Like the first time you do it. I mean,
Right.
I guess ideally it's not that difficult, but you can overcook fish, and it's a problem. We're not drunk. We're not drunk. We promise. We should have probably
still
had
morning.
some mimosas.
Possibly.
I stopped
Some
drinking,
eggnog?
but yeah, we should. Damn it! Next time, I dropped the ball.
That's all right.
Now,
I'll hold
guys,
it against
but-
you.
Anyway, so what's up? What's coming up in 2024? You guys have any big plans? Doing anything fun with the business? Traveling?
Let's see. We're bringing in an embroidery machine into our factory, so we can start personalizing some of the mattresses, kind of give a personal touch.
Can you put cats on mine?
I can put cats on there, absolutely.
You can do anything.
What a cool, fun custom idea.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for years. We just like the little personal touches are kind of fun. So we'll see what kind of fun we can have with
What
that.
do you think people are going to want? Like their names or like their color, like different colors? Like
The thought is perhaps maybe saying this mattress is made for Amanda, or just kind of personalize it so when it shows up, it's kind of this unexpected gift.
It's like your name in your underwear.
Yeah.
You just know it's yours. your mattress. Can you embroider like you, Ron, just laying on the actual bed in some
For the
sort of
50
fashion,
Shades
right?
party.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, I'm going to actually have to do that. So yeah.
So cool.
Kind of like the mud flaps on like tractor trailers. Except me.
Sexy Ron. with just some sort of cloth covering you. Guys, I don't know what else to talk
totally
about because this is getting weird. I like it though. I'm super excited about it. So, any New Year's Eve plans? You guys do anything big for that?
Oh God, we're old now, so we do less and less every year. But
still stay up though till midnight.
12:30.
You try.
Yes, we try. We probably like a neighborhood type thing where we can walk and stumble home. That's sort of ideally, right?
Yeah, it's always nice. Walk home tall and proud and sober. Got it. Check.
Relatively.
You guys are living in Westfield now, right? Still.
Born and raised.
Our whole lives.
Wow.
Yes,
How'd you guys meet?
In high school. We've been
Why you
together
laugh?
because it's
an awesome story.
There's a lot of you folks here. Who,
I know.
Shacked up young.
It happens a lot in this town for some reason. We started dating. Well, so he went to Edison and I went to Roosevelt, and we met in 10th grade, which is what the high school was at the time. And we started dating when we were 15 in 10th grade, and we've been together ever since.
You've never dated anybody else?
No.
Not before that, but I mean, does that
Okay,
count?
no,
Right?
That's beautiful. My best friend from high school, she married her high school sweetheart. So I was on their first date with them when they were like 16. We were 16, and they have 6 kids now.
Wow.
They just had their 6th. They're out of their minds, but they're beautifully in love and like obsessed with each other. So I get it. Makes sense. I know. It's like I think that's everyone's like dream or goal. Like Jake, your parents met when they were like 3 months old, right? Like literally, they were like babies together.
Wow.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
always a really cute story, and it's nice. Like you don't want to kill each other yet, or is it just like you can't live without each other now?
I think I would say we're probably still obsessed with each
Yeah.
other. I think
Sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's the
It's
secret,
like that
guys?
teenage. Well, I think part of it is you gotta get them young and train them.
Yeah. Say yes.
Right.
And I'm sorry.
I love it.
Thank you.
It's true though, right? Because
Yes.
then you just, I think having too many options sometimes makes things more difficult.
Like when you fall in love with when you're teenagers, it's like that. It's like a different level of weird, like crazy love, and then if that just kind of sticks with you, so it's kind of nice.
Right.
It's a nice.
Still
Wouldn't
evolves.
change a thing. Really?
Oh my god, I can't. Give me a piece of a marriage advice. I've been married for 2 years. What's the secret sauce?
Oh, I would say over communicate.
Yeah.
You hear that, babe? Over communicate. Yes, joking. No, yeah, it's especially like when you're in business together, right? It's like you have no choice but to over communicate all the time, and otherwise, like little things will just bubble up. And
Yeah,
cause
or fall
problems.
through the cracks, or get
Right.
lost in translation. So yeah, definitely making clarity is definitely a big.
And outlets too. You know, just for us, it's working out. You know, I'm also part of another business group where I can sort of get some business stuff off my chest, so I don't bring it home.
Totally, no, it's super.
You know,
important.
that's
huge.
important because once I joined that organization, it was an organization called EO. You know, it really kind of let me leave work at work, and come home and be present.
That's so important.
That is big.
I just also imagine you punching mattresses in the back of the factory.
That has happened.
That's happened. No cameras back there though.
Right? You ever like do Princess and the Pea where you just like stack them up? I just have so many dumb questions
Actually,
now.
we have all kinds of
Pictures
pictures of stuff like that.
Yeah, we've done Princess and the Pea. Then we've also done really huge mattresses, like 10 by 10 was probably the biggest.
Really?
we've
Well, we
ever
did
done.
10 foot by 10 foot. Then we did one that was, what was it?
Ridiculous.
12 feet wide, 12 feet by 8 feet.
What do you do with that? Like, where do people?
Customers ordered them.
Really?
You know,
Is there
there's
some
one
custom
customer had 2 huge dogs and they didn't have any children, so they
Aw.
blew out the wall and made a 10 foot by 10 foot bed,
That's super cool.
which
I
is
like that
great. I was
idea.
so excited to make it. Then I was like, oh my God, we have to deliver it. Like, how am I
Right.
getting this upstairs?
And then they have to have custom sheets made.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you have to remember is like those sheets probably
where they
cost
get ya.
$1,000 a set.
Right.
Not our problem.
Yeah.
Actually, I sold them the
Whatever
sheets. I
makes
had a
you
sheet
happy.
supplier make them for
Dude,
them.
really? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, what do you do? I don't know. I'm learning so much today, guys. You have to go visit the Shovlins. Tell everybody where you're at, where they can find you online, in real life, and all that good stuff.
Well, go ahead.
Online, or our website is shovlinmattress.com. We have at Shovlin Mattress is our Instagram handle and our Facebook handle, and we have a TikTok account now, which is
Oh,
new.
shit. Gotta check that one out, 'cause that's where all the juicy good stuff's going to come out.
It's a work in progress, to be fair.
Relatively
so-
new.
Yeah, let's bring some cameras. We'll help you film some shit.
All right,
I'm gonna
nice.
play. And
Done.
like, well, maybe we could do something where like I fall backwards onto like a pile of mattresses and I don't die, and then we could
We'll
say,
make sure that happens.
Yeah, there's like 14 of them. I don't know. This like 7-year-old version of myself is coming out now. And like, how do I play with all the mattresses that you guys probably have there? So, thank you so much. This was so much fun. I'm a little sad that it's over, but
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
Merry
so much for having us.
Merry Christmas to you.
And Merry Christmas. And guys, remember, Ron is hung. Have a good one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.